What's happening, party people?
Back 40 years of hip-hop in 1,000 songs.
With your host with the most, Mr. Ron, and...
Money in the house.
That's right. And today, guys, we have a little something that's delicious.
Special.
That is dear to
1989,
us.
1989.
A 1989 groundbreaking track. Self-Destruction,
A landmark song in hip-hop.
by Stop the Violence Movement, which consists of KRS-One,
D-Nice.
D-Nice, Miss Melody,
Rest in peace.
which was KRS's wife at the time, Stetsasonic, which consists of MC Delight, Daddy-O, Wise, Fruquam, Kumo D, a legend already, because he's already from the Treacherous Street,
Yep.
okay? MC Light,
Light as a rock.
Dougie Fresh, Just Ice,
Real Gangsta.
Heavy D,
Rest in peace, Heavy D too.
Public Enemy, which consists of Chuck D and Flavor Flav. So before we get into this review, let me tell you a little story. How I got that huge 12-inch vinyl for my birthday, right? So at that time, I think I'm about like maybe 12 years old. Anyways, oh no, a little older, I was like 14 about. And, started going out. There was like this roller skating thing next to my house called the Recrea Tech,
Was our school skating rink.
Yeah, skating rink, right? And I'm hearing, we grew up in the suburbs, in Laval, surrounded by whiteness, okay? And I'm hearing a Friday night, I meet this girl. Her name is Elizabeth. She's from Montreal. Montreal would be like saying, comparing Jersey to New York.
Yeah.
Right? She's cool, fresh, but she don't like me because I'm not gangster enough. Classic move, right? So anyways, we end up being like friends. No, we didn't end up being friends. I got friend zoned. Like,
That was the only option.
friend zone. It was that or nothing. Anyway, so I'm throwing this party at my house, and again, like the kids from Montreal, which is kind of like the city, they were a little ahead of the kids in the suburbs, where we grew up. And she came, she was like, Ron, it's your birthday. And she gave me this huge 12-inch.
Nice.
And I was like, what is this? She's like, oh, listen to it, it's dope. Take it, big ass vinyl. And I hear it. My brain just went explosion, flip, went nuts. I just kept playing over and over and over. And that's why, without saying anything, without saying that this is the first posse cut for a real social issue, I give it a 5. I don't like to give 5. You know me. You know me, right?
Stevie Ron.
You know me.
Stevie Ron, They already know me by now.
I give it a 5. And that song came out because, first of all, KRS-One had lost his DJ, Scott LaRock.
The founding member of BDP Posse.
That's right.
Production.
And later on...
To a gunshot issue.
Exactly. To gun violence. And later on that same year, at one of BDP concert, a kid gets shot.
It was a Public Enemy and BDP. PE also Public Enemy show. So that's when... After that, all of these events, he developed the Stop the Violence movement.
They all got together and dropped the dopest record ever.
So he assembled many contemporary hip-hop, East Coast hip-hop all-star of the time back then.
Yep.
And he recorded that song about anti-violence, And that song was so original, the concept at that time, to reunite such a niche of MCs from different genre sector in New York, and Even they had a cassette, a VHS tape that was the making of the self-production that came out with the songs released, and that song was only a 12-inch vinyl.
Yeah, that's it. No album. You had to get the vinyl.
That's why. So me too. I give it a 5 for originality. You know, so it was so ill and never seen before. And the video, you had everyone in the video. My only deception was Kane. Kane was in the video.
But it's okay though.
After Messiah's verse, she touched his shoulder, he turned around.
He's in the video, but he doesn't say anything.
You know, so just his presence was enough for the big King as he had it. And let's talk about delivery.
Well, okay, so the delivery flow. So again, I think that everyone just shined on this record.
That's true.
Everyone, period. Okay. However, and I'm just going to go right there. I'm going to give it a 4.5. And the only reason, the only reason it doesn't get a 5 is because now my man Kumo D, even though he has one of the strongest lines, which is, I never had to run from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man, which is really powerful. However, the delivery has been already outdated. Okay, and for that reason, I give it a 4.5.
But you see, you forgot to mention it was a 4-bar. You just give the last 2 bar, because that Moody rap was like the illest 2 lines that every hip-hop fan remember or knew.
True.
But there was 2 other lines. The real thing was like, back in the 60s, our brothers and sisters were, hey, how could you gangbang? I never ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man, because that's self-destruction. You know? So, because of that, I give it a 5, me. So, and the other thing I love, the impressive flow and delivery of so many different styles. Everyone did an effort to come up. Back then, when you had a posse cut, it was one of the first. Everybody did their best to shine.
Yeah.
It's not like nowadays you get a featuring or posse cut and the guy gives you some lazy rhyme.
Not only that, but nowadays they don't even make the posse cut together.
No, it's like YouTube. They send the track. Video.
One is in New York.
So you have that chemistry, a remix or a posse cut. Everybody has to be there in the studio feeling the vibe. And nowadays they're like, the guy's overseas and he gives his verse and they just stick his verse to the beat, so you don't feel the presence of the remix. It stopped after Puffy era. They invented the remix. That's true. We reinvented the remix because we had to be there, and it died after that. So artists did a nail delivery. And what I love, they maintain each their own style.
It's true.
They didn't try to do like.
It's true.
Everybody like Dougie Fresh kept his persona.
Yeah.
Miss Melody, MC Light, Fruit Monster, Sonic, MVD, Chuck D. Nobody, not like the new tracks. They tried to be on par.
Yeah.
Like the few that created like Second Round Knockout, the incredible song with Cannabis. Cannabis. That song was made because of 4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
The song that had LL Cool J featured with Cannabis, because Cannabis made an iller verse than LL Cool J. Then they told him he had to dumb it down because he was too shiny too much. So back then you didn't have that. Everybody just came out with their flow. So a 5 for that. That's why I give it a 5. So
okay. So you
delivery. So far real poor. You guys like 0.5 less than me. So I'm gonna get to the next step. It's production and beat. So many changes into the beat, so many style of rappers. What I love, the producers, it was KRS-One, D-Nice, and
Hank Shankly from the Bomb Squad, who's known for being production.
And what I love, they adapted the beat to everyone. Like the bridges and everything. Like when MC Light came, the beat changed. You know, Dougie Fresh too. It was kind of a couple of moments because Dougie Fresh likes to beatbox and everything.
And his delivery is a little faster.
That's true.
So they kind of like just slowly changed the beat to fit each artist.
That's true. So this was an amazing feedback then, you know. And also the beat contains 15 samples.
How many?
15. So you had the voice of Malcolm X in the beginning. There was a sample of Steady B, Down the Bird from the Jazz, Gil Scott-Heron.
Yeah.
The poet was spoken. It was a poetry. Gil Scott-Heron in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, Black Power, Man.
Well, Gil Scott-Heron is a known Black Panther.
Yes, he's a known Black Panther. James Brown, the JBs, Earth, Wind and Fire, Jesse Jackson, even to name a few. Wow, 15 samples in a beat. So how could you not give it a 5 to the
So
beat?
I will tell you. It doesn't even feel that there's 15 samples on the beat because everything just kind of like just merge one into the other seamlessly, okay, like with ease.
That's why the beat was produced by 3 people, you know. And they managed to fit all 3. Nowadays, I have to find 2 producers working together. It's impossible. Everybody is their own producer in their own mind, you know. But back then, they used to work as a community. That was the concept of the song, to work as together. So to me, I give it a 5.
Of course, you give it a 5 because I'm seeing where this is going. I'm seeing where this is going.
There's another violin player here.
So, I myself, will give it a 4. Outstanding beat. Okay, outstanding beat. I feel great when I hear it. However, I think that it did do its time. Okay.
Yeah, but we're not talking about relevance. We're talking about the beat overall in '89.
Yeah.
You don't confuse.
I'm not. But the thing is, like, it was made in '89, but we're in 2019.
Maybe now you listen to it. It's
outstanding.
But don't let your judgment.
But I don't think that
in the 2000s you don't have. You must not let that judge your judgment.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But to me, I don't think it's a great beat. Outstanding. Still a 4.
Okay.
That's right. I said it.
So as far as relevance, longevity.
You know what? Relevance, longevity, I don't care. Call it what you want it. For me, this is a straight up classic. I give it a 5. And I don't like to give 5 party people. You know me. I'm stingy. I like my points. I don't give out 5s like this.
Your props where props due. You gotta give props where props due.
You got it.
You gotta give it a 5, guys. You know, relevance, longevity. What a powerful message. The song debuted at number 1 on the first week of the Billboard Hot Rap Songs and held the spot for 10 weeks. Back in '89, you know, when rap wasn't brought mainstream as it is now. Over the years, it even spawned 5 new different versions of the song. Because in 2007, to celebrate the 20th anniversary, KRS-One started the Stop the Violence movement again. And they did like 2 songs. One was called Self-Construction.
Yes.
And there were like 55 artists involved. Not all 55 rap, but it wasn't... You cannot repeat such a classic. And you didn't have the same synergy.
No, you...
In the room, it wasn't the same.
This is not something you could do twice in your career.
You could compare this to the Michael Jackson song with Quincy Jones. Well, I got a blank.
Which one?
No, the one for all the kids all over the world. You know, they had all the artists in the music industry. I got a big blank.
I don't know, man.
Not Heal the World. USA for Africa.
We Are the World.
We Are the World. That's the thing. You cannot reproduce We Are the World. Self-destruction was the We Are the World.
That's like a hip-hop version of We Are the World.
Because We Are the World, they tried to reproduce that a few years later. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same vibe, you know?
True.
So because of that, and the other version was Self-Destruction 2009. It wasn't the same, you know? And then some Jersey rappers named He did a Self-Destruction Part 2 with his local MCs. And you also had DJ Clissy that produced K-Slay in 2010, Self-Destruction 2010 with Busta Rhymes, Bun B, Chic Lounge, Papoose, Uncle Murder, and J-Rock. But
so to me, it's like I'm hearing this lineup.
It wasn't the same.
No, but I'm hearing this lineup and I'm like, okay, I feel like Papoose and J-Rock on the same record because they're so...
Yeah, I know, but it was about self-destruction and trying to show unity and everything. But
which is a good thing.
It wasn't the same. And in 2014, some Baltimore rappers, they had to stop the violence in Baltimore. Because over there they had a lot of violence, they tried to stop it. It wasn't the same. And as a relevance, this song sparked the West Coast response.
Yeah.
The West Coast all-star.
We're all the same
gang. In the same gang. That's what we'll be for another review.
That's right.
But it was the relevance was so huge, you know. So that's why I give it a 5.
Okay, I could see it. And I have to just underline that, especially right now, in the climate that we live in. And again, not a few days ago, we heard there was another gun shooting in some school. Again, I love the fact that these rappers are going to be known for doing something positive for not just the hip hop community, but I want to see for the whole world, even though this was mostly, mostly in the United States. And we need to see more of that, people. We need to see more of that. We need to see more positivity. We need to be rappers nowadays. They need to be more conscious about what's going on.
Responsible too. You know, we role models, like Kanye said in Jesus Walk. We role model. Rappers, we role model, but we act, we don't think.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go out to the last part.
That's right. First of all, again,
powerful impact.
Boom with the cannon.
Twice powerful impact.
Boom with the cannon. So again, I'm not even gonna play with you 5 straight up. Enough said.
For this one, I'm gonna be harsh. People, I give it a 5. I give it a 5.
So again, you know what? Party people, check this out. I'm not gonna be doing this on the regular like this. Okay? This guy, for him, that's a day at work, just like handing out 5s.
HipHop Purist.
Check your purity level, my man.
Google it.
Check your purity level.
What it means. Google it. To this, as impact awareness until this day into black communities. Back then, they tried to warn us about the younger generation. They still don't get the message, and we are self-destruction even more than ever. Yeah. You know, that's someone us back then about a slow modern age genocide in North America. People, it's really heavy.
Yeah.
And look at 40 years, 30 years later.
To me, I think nothing changed. It got even worse. And
the beef between rappers.
It's not even. You know what?
They're fighting all together.
No, but I don't even. I'm actually going to take this of the hip hop community and just go all the way up to just gun control. Period.
Yeah.
It is so easy to get a firearm in the United States. It is sickening. Okay. No wonder why there are shootings everywhere. Yeah. Concerts, venues, parties, schools. You know. You're at school, and you're scared for your life.
You have to go to
United States
to go to school.
United States, we're in Canada. We don't have that problem because what? We have good gun control, okay? Yeah. And I know that the NRA is going to be like, yeah, gun control equals less money, but we don't care. Lives matter.
Mostly with kids at school, it's sad when you hear that shooting at schools. It's really sad. And this song should be taught in every history lesson class. Black colleges that have black programs, black history should be part of it,
I was like, not even black period. Just this should be known in history period.
But for example, personal example, when I was learning English, because we're in Canada, I was in the Francophone side. But in my first English class when I was in grade 2 in elementary, I was 7, 8 years old. Mm-hmm. And my English teacher, she was a Japanese woman, Miss Kitagawa. Props to her. She made me how she made me learn English is because in the class we had a school project. It was the song "We Are the World." We had to sing at the end of the year, so we had to learn the words, the lyrics, and that's how we got involved about USA for Africa. There's people overseas that don't eat well. We're lucky over here, and this should be a song, black neighborhoods, school system, stop the violence movement. Not even black. Every school system with the violence we have in the school system, it should be a song, stop the violent movement. People talk about how it's saddening, So me, that's why I give it a 5. Do you have anything to add to this one?
I think you've added enough. I think you've added for everyone. Yeah.
So it's really an impactful,
a classic. Just a classic. To me, this song is just a straight up classic. And I came up with 23.5 on 25
nice.
For a blasting 94%, which gets the legendary Cool Herc Achievement Award.
Me, I give points, but I give props where props is due. So, Mr. Nazir Jones.
No.
We have
no.
When we have
shut your mouth. Don't say it. No.
This is Mr. Naz. When we have the 25 out of 25, it's 100%. Our first episode number 13, we had our first 100% song, and our 100% song is considered Illmatic.
Yes.
You can't touch that. It's a divine intervention. You cannot copy that. Stop trying to do this
again. Can't mimic it. Just let it be.
Original.
Just let it be.
It's inspired by it, but this song don't touch it anymore.
Can't touch it. Alright, party people. So you know what? Leave your comments below. Tell us which song you would like for us to review next.
And thanks for being part of history.
That's
the
right.
First Illmatic song on our blog.
It is.
100%.
It is.
We out.
We'll see when I give 100. We'll see. It might not even happen.
That's what I
It might not even happen. I'm only thinking of one song that is worthy. One. We'll see. Party people, this is Mr. Ron.
We out. Audi 2000.
Peace.